Hi there and welcome. It's Easter Monday and I was really looking forward to going out today. I haven't been out for about 2 weeks, but it was absolutely filthy. The rain has actually stopped now, but it's just not good detecting weather. So I thought I'd do a couple of cleaning videos instead, mainly because I've now been using the composite cleaning pencils pens rather, for about a year. And I reckon I'm getting quite good at them. And I have done a couple of videos using these, but I think now's a good time to do another couple. All the equipment I use metal detecting, all the stuff I use when I'm out, all the stuff I use when I'm in, even cameras, microphones, magnifying glasses. I've got Amazon links to all of them in the description. And if you buy anything through these links, I do get looked after to the tune of about a couple of quid each time. So it's really helpful for me and hopefully it's helpful for you guys too. So please do take a look at these. As I said, today I'm going to use the composite pencils, some sandpaper to sharpen them with, toothpicks, preservative wax, which is made by the same guys who do the composite cleaning pencil. Very good stuff this. I'll show you how to use it in a minute. And this stuff. I've said before, I don't know how this works, but it's brilliant. It's a very mild corrosive, but really mild. So you don't want to really rub it on sort of silver and stuff too much, even though I do use it a bit on silver. It's a burnisher, so it does have a very mild, not corrosive, what's it called? Abrasion to it. I've said before as well, I used very sparingly 2 of these because when I'm bang in the middle of something, I don't want to have to stop and sharpen. I like to move straight on to another one. There are certain times when you want these to be blunter. When you're finishing off a coin and you just want to be rubbing it rather than, not scratching it, but removing dirt and crud. Especially once you've used the wax, it's quite handy to have a blunter one. You may see what I mean later as well. Anyway, we're going to use a Georgian coin today. This is a Georgia second. It's in quite good condition. It's not too bad. It's got some old crud and some newer crud on top. And it's the perfect thing to work with. Now you can see here where I've started using the exact process we're going to use now. And you can see there, hopefully, I hope this camera's picking it up, what this coin will look like after we finish with it. Now, as I said, I've now been using these for about a year, so I really reckon I'm getting quite good at them. There are 2 general rules you want to stick to. A, these are not miracle pens. They are not going to bring out detail in a really toasted coin. They are also, if you use them improperly, especially on Roman coins, which are a bit soft and rather bronze corroded and bronze disease, they're just going to take all the detail off it unless you're careful. So don't think that you're going to get one of these and they're going to magically make all your coins look beautiful. It's not the case. My second main point, you've got to work nice and gently, consistently and gently. You must resist the urge to really scratch away. A, because you've got bored with doing it slowly, or B, because you think that it's going to take the crud off quicker. Just work with a very sharp end to it and just work slowly. Just gently start taking it off. I'll show you what I mean. So that's the bit we've done already. Let's go right to the other side, to the near of Britannia. I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. Now, firstly, as you can see, I just keep on gently rubbing with my finger just to take off what you've done already. This is the new crud coming off here. I have washed these coins and I've given them a bit of a wipe, and anything coming off now is not mud. It is this will be new, sort of a later layer of mud and dirt. Don't be too worried. It's good to feel the raised sections. You're not going to knock those out unless the coin's in really bad condition, which this one isn't. This is okay. No, really lightly. It's a bit like using a saw. As I remember in my carpentry lessons, that you don't really want to on wood. You just want to lightly let the saw do the work. You want to slightly, in the same with this. You want to let the pen do the work. And already that's looking a lot better. But I would expect it to. You're not going to have any problems at this stage. It's that greener, tougher stuff you can just see underneath. I hope this camera's picking it up. I haven't used it like this before. Yeah, that's really nice. There's no problems there at all. We're using quite a good coin for this. But now I can feel we've taken the loose stuff off the top. Already that's looking better. Let's try the other side quickly while we're here. Okay. Again, I promise you, this is not just mud. I haven't been bothered. I have given this a proper, just a soak and a wipe. Nice and gentle. Just nice and gentle. I don't want to show you, but if you really start scratching away, you'll smash the coin up. But if you're just thinking that by going hard you're going to sort it all out, you're not. And it'll be exactly there that you can see the lettering coming out. I can feel here that there's a bit of raised corrosion there, because I've just removed all the crud which was like that, all the sort of obvious, slightly just more recent dirt which has been on it from the ground. Here we go. Let's stay on Georgia's. Okay. Now with this stuff, the main reason I use this is because I think it adds a little bit of sort of lubrication for when you're doing the more detailed stuff. So you're not just scratching away with the pen. Now I can't remember what sort of tips they're made of, but it's some sort of graphite. They're one up from a toothpick. They're one slightly harder and more resilient than a toothpick, a really sharp toothpick. You're never going to do any damage with a wooden toothpick. Well, you'd have to try really hard. But I find this is a method which I'm sure people have used in the past, but I haven't read about it anywhere, and it's just something that I find, from trial and error, really works. Right, so I've now got a thin layer of the preserve wax on this, and with the pen, it doesn't have to be quite as sharp now once you remove the section, but you can see you'll be removing not only the wax that you've just put on, little bits that remain, but you'll feel it. I'll use that to wipe it with. You just feel that you're not scratching into the metal at all. You're much less worried about, you can be a bit tougher with it. Do you see? I'm being, and the wax that I'm bringing off, do you see? It's actually making a mark on on that soft cloth. So it has taken a bit of the crud off with it. You can see it. And this works on Roman coins as well. It's a little bit like, it's very similar when you're, I'm an antiques dealer. You're treating wood using wax with wire wool. You're actually rubbing the wax into the grain, and it comes out a lot better. I like doing little, very short, circular motions. We'll just do this one side of the head so we can compare it with the other side. It's less abrasion because of the wax there, because of this very small layer of wax, and it will give you a really nice finish as well. I'm now just going to give it a rub. You can see all that. Look at that. The wax and the greens come off from what the pen's just removed. Give it a really nice polish. And look at that. That's absolutely, what a beautiful job that's done. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but the magnifying glass really does. That is now, you can see you can get into the eyebrow and the nose. And that's just compared to that side. As I said, we're starting off with quite a good coin. I didn't want to get something which was, I've done them with really toasted coins and you're just trying to get detail out of them. I wanted to do get a coin which is in fairly good condition, and to see if I could get it in even better condition, and just see if I can bring out the lettering. And you can see now, I hope the camera's picking it up, even now once I've given it a rub, it's still bringing out. I'm still taking off a little bit more, and providing I'm just doing just so lightly, I'm just whizzing over it. You can see where it's now scuffing up a bit, but don't worry about that. That's just more of the sort of rubbish coming off. It'll look even better in a minute. Let's just see if I can go around his features. Just go backwards and forwards on different lines. Really, really, really lightly. I'm hardly applying any pressure. I'm just going it quite quickly. You can see there's a little bit of rubbish still around there, and let's see if I can just take a little bit more around off his profile there. And again, you can see it's looking a bit more scratched again, but don't worry, because once I give it another rub, the wax will do its thing. Let's just take a little bit, you can see a bit of rubbish coming off there. That's deep crud, all that is. So you can just keep going over and over and over. I wouldn't put any more wax on. That it's done its job now. Go into the O a bit, go around the R a bit, go around the G a bit. Okay, and let's give that another rub as well. We're not going to need the burnisher on this. And would you look at that? Absolutely beautiful. What a lovely finish. And look at all that detail I picked out around his nose and his forehead. But look at that, and I can now see bits, almost his nostrils. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. I hope so. I'll soon find out. I might have to redo this video. All that, his sort of clothing down there, where we removed a bit just from the outside of that bit there. That's just done now. You don't want to overdo it. So that's just a Georgian coin with the composite pen. And as I said, I've now been using it for a year, well over a year. And I just think I've got really good at it, and I can do loads of these videos now because I feel I'm a bit of an expert. As I said very early, my last point on this is, once it has got a bit blunt, it does a very good job of polishing, especially on Roman coins. Roman coins come out really well. You can apply a bit of pressure and just go over it, and you won't be scratching it in any way at all. So that is the bit we're yet to do. I'll do that later. And that's the bit we've done already. It's very satisfying.